Hello and welcome back to Who Died Today. In today's tribute, we honor Hollywood icons who passed away on this day, November 10th, and in recent days. These stars did more than entertain, they shaped the entertainment industry with their talents, broke barriers, and left behind unforgettable legacies. From a horror legend who brought depth to fear, to a golden age actress who stood for grace and resilience, we celebrate their impact both on and off the screen. If these memories resonate with you, or if any of these stars have touched your life, please give this video a thumbs up to honor their legacy. Your support helps us keep their stories alive. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the lives of these remarkable icons. Number 5. Todd, the man who brought fear to life with compassion. Horror reflects the fears of society. It's more real than the so-called realistic dramas. Todd, born on December 4th, 1954, in Washington, D.C., became synonymous with the horror genre, forever etching his name in cinematic history with his role as Candyman. His deep, resonant voice, coupled with his towering presence, brought a complexity to the character that transformed a typical horror villain into an iconic figure. But behind the chilling roles was a compassionate man who dedicated his life to storytelling. Todd's portrayal in Candyman was more than just a horror performance, it was a commentary on social justice, reflecting the fears and struggles of marginalized communities. His ability to infuse humanity into horror made him a standout. Beyond horror, Todd proved his versatility in films like Platoon, where he played a soldier struggling with the harsh realities of war, and The Rock, where he showcased his dramatic depth. He lent his powerful voice to animated series and video games, adding his distinctive touch to characters in The Flash, Transformers, and Call of Duty. Though successful, Todd's career was often limited by typecasting. The industry saw him as the horror guy, a label that restricted his ability to explore other roles. This frustrated him deeply, but he found solace in poetry, often spending nights writing about his personal struggles with identity, fame, and loneliness. He confided to close friends that his on-screen personas were his way of confronting the darkness within himself. Despite battling anxiety in his later years, Tony never stopped encouraging young actors to embrace their individuality, reminding them that true art comes from a place of honesty. Todd passed away on November 6, 2024, at the age of 69 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Even in his final days, Tony was working on a project that he hoped would shed light on the lives of veterans suffering from PTSD. His legacy is one of courage, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to using art to tell stories that matter. Todd's contributions will forever be remembered in the way he challenged the horror genre and brought a new level of depth to his roles. Number 4. Ashton, the understated star who mastered authenticity. True acting is about listening. The world may not hear you, but if you listen deeply enough, it will respond. Ashton, born on February 22, 1948, in Springfield, Massachusetts, may not have been a household name, but his work was vital in shaping the buddy cop genre. He brought life to the role of Detective Taggart in Beverly Hills Cop, turning a straightforward character into someone beloved by audiences. Ashton had a knack for bringing humor and heart to every role he played, making even the most minor characters feel significant. Ashton's chemistry with Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop is legendary, turning what could have been a simple sidekick role into an unforgettable character. In Midnight Run, he played Marvin Dorfler with such authenticity that he became a fan favorite. His dedication to his craft was evident in every scene, always ensuring that his characters felt genuine. But it wasn't just about the movies for John. He was passionate about theater and frequently returned to the stage to keep his acting skills sharp. John's career was filled with ups and downs. Despite being talented, he was often typecast as the gruff, no-nonsense character, which left him longing for more diverse roles. This caused him to struggle with feelings of being overlooked in Hollywood. However, his wife Bridget was his anchor, helping him navigate the tough times. Together, they created a life away from the spotlight, finding peace in their shared love of gardening and the outdoors. In his later years, John found fulfillment in teaching acting classes, passing on his wisdom to younger generations. John Ashton passed away on September 26, 2024, from heart disease at the age of 76. His death was a loss to the acting community, but his teachings continue to inspire. He left behind a legacy of humility and passion, proving that the best performances are the ones rooted in truth. Number 3. Martin Mull, the comedic genius with a hidden artistic soul. Comedy is the art of truth wrapped in laughter. Martin Mull, born on August 18, 1943, in Chicago, was a master of satire and dry humor. He became a household name through roles in Roseanne, Clue, and Fernwood Tonight. But Martin was much more than just a comedian. He was an artist who used humor to challenge societal norms and make audiences think. Martin Mull's impact on comedy was profound. His pioneering work on the mockumentary-style show Fernwood Tonight laid the foundation for future classics like The Office. However, Martin's creativity extended beyond television. He was also a talented painter. He often used his art to express his views on society, creating thought-provoking pieces that were displayed in various galleries. His wife, Wendy Haas, played a crucial role in his life, encouraging him to pursue his passions and stay true to his creative spirit. In the last decade of his life, Mull battled Parkinson's disease. The diagnosis was a blow to him, but he never lost his sense of humor. Wendy was his steadfast support, helping him find joy even on his darkest days. "Laughter is what kept us together," Wendy would often say, recalling how Martin would joke even during hospital visits. Martin Mull passed away on June 27, 2024, at age 80 due to complications from Parkinson's disease. His legacy is a testament to the power of laughter and the belief that art, in all its forms, has the power to heal. Number 2. Jack Palance, Hollywood's tough guy with a heart of gold. Strength isn't about how hard you hit, it's about how deeply you feel. Jack Palance, born on February 18, 1919, was more than just a tough guy on screen. His roles in Shane and City Slickers made him a legend, but few knew that behind his intense exterior was a man who loved poetry and painting. On the set of City Slickers, Palance became famous for his one-armed push-ups at the Oscars, showing that even in his 70s, he was still as strong as ever. But beyond the accolades, Jack was known for his softer side. He would often recite poetry to his co-stars, drawing inspiration from the nature around his California ranch. Jack Palance was born Volodymyr Palaniuk to Ukrainian immigrant parents in the coal mining town of Latimer Mines, Pennsylvania. He grew up in poverty, with a childhood marked by hardship and a strong work ethic instilled by his parents. Before becoming a Hollywood legend, Palance's life was filled with grit and resilience, qualities that would later define his on-screen persona. Palance's path to stardom was unconventional. He was a professional boxer in his early years, fighting under the name Jack Brazo before World War II interrupted his career. His time in the military was equally challenging. He served as a bomber pilot in the U.S. Army Air Corps, but was honorably discharged after sustaining injuries in a plane crash. These experiences not only shaped his rugged persona, but also left him with deep emotional scars that he carried into his acting. Jack made his Hollywood debut in Panic in the Streets 1950, but it was his role as the cold-blooded gunfighter Jack Wilson in Shane 1953 that made him a star. He was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, but it was his role as Curly in City Slickers 1991 that earned him his first Oscar at the age of 72. Palance's acceptance speech became legendary when he performed one-armed push-ups on stage, showcasing his strength and humor. Despite playing the tough guy in films like Sudden Fear and The Big Knife, Jack was known among friends and family for his gentleness. Beyond acting, Palance had a deep passion for poetry and painting. In his later years, he retreated to his ranch in California, where he would spend hours painting landscapes and writing poems about love, nature, and life's struggles. Few knew that this grizzled, weather-beaten star had such a tender side. His daughter Holly would later reveal that her father was a devoted family man, despite his tough on-screen image. Jack's love for his children was evident, and he often expressed regret for the time lost with them during the peak of his career. After his divorce, he never remarried, choosing instead to focus on his personal growth and finding peace in the solitude of his ranch. On November 10, 2006, Jack Palance passed away at the age of 87 due to natural causes at his home in Montecito, California. His death marked the end of an era in Hollywood, where he was celebrated not just for his roles but for the integrity he brought to his craft. His legacy lives on in the countless actors he inspired with his performances, as well as the fans who admired him not just as an actor but as a man who lived life on his own terms. Number 1. Lorraine Day, Hollywood's first lady of grace and determination. Grace is not just about how you move, but how you live. Lorraine Day, born Laraine Johnson in a small town in Utah, was the quintessential star of Hollywood's golden age. From her early years, she exuded a charm and elegance that would carry her through a distinguished career in film and television. As the daughter of a respected Mormon family, she was raised with strong values of integrity and hard work, which she carried into her career. Lorraine's big break came when she signed a contract with MGM and starred in films like Foreign Correspondent 1940 and The Locket 1946. She became known as the First Lady of MGM for her wholesome image and was a favorite of directors for her ability to bring grace and authenticity to her roles. However, Day's career was not just defined by the roles she played on screen. She was an advocate for actors' rights and used her platform to push for better treatment of women in the industry, long before the feminist movement gained momentum. Her marriage to baseball legend Leo Durocher brought her even more fame, making her one of the most recognizable faces in America. They were the it couple of the 1940s and 1950s, often gracing the covers of magazines and attending glamorous Hollywood events. Yet, behind the glamorous facade, their marriage was far from perfect. Durocher's infidelities were a constant source of pain for Lorraine, but she remained committed to the relationship, believing in the vows they had taken. Lorraine Day was more than just a Hollywood starlet. She was a woman of strong principles who often found herself at odds with the industry's darker side. As a devout Mormon, she faced criticism for her marriage to Durocher, a known playboy. This union caused a scandal, especially given her clean-cut public image. Despite the challenges, Lorraine remained steadfast in her beliefs, famously saying, "A woman's strength is in her grace." Her marriage to Durocher eventually ended in divorce in 1960, after years of trying to make it work. Lorraine found solace in her faith and focused on her children, Durocher Jr. and DG. After the divorce, she took a step back from Hollywood, choosing instead to dedicate her life to charitable causes. She became an outspoken advocate for health and wellness, often appearing on television to discuss the importance of a balanced lifestyle. Lorraine Day passed away on November 10, 2007, at the age of 87 in Ivins, Utah, due to natural causes. Her death marked the end of an era, but her legacy lives on through the groundbreaking work she did to improve the status of women in Hollywood. Lorraine Day's life was a testament to the power of resilience, dignity, and the belief that grace is not just about how you move, but how you live. Her influence continues to be felt today, inspiring actresses who face the same battles she once did. Lorraine's story is one of courage and conviction, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, it's possible to stand tall and remain true to oneself. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the lives of these unforgettable legends. Their stories may have come to an end, but their impact continues to inspire us all. If today's tribute resonated with you, Please give this video a thumbs up to honor their memories and share it with others who appreciate the legacy of Hollywood's greats. Don't forget to subscribe for more heartfelt tributes and stories. Until next time, keep their memories alive and remember legends never truly die.